In this video we're going to be exploring what pH means. We're going to come to understand that there's a relationship between hydrogen ions and the pH value or the pH number. So we can put that in a question: what does the pH of a solution measure? pH is a measure of the hydrogen ion concentration, and this graphic will help us to see that. So what we have here is we've got pH 7, and then the pH drops to 6, and we know that means the hydrogen ions get more concentrated, but they get more concentrated to a power of 10, and the P in pH is recognizing that power. Moving from pH 6 to pH 5, that's increasing concentration 10 times, factor of 10, 5 to 4, concentration of hydrogen ions increases by a factor of 10. What you could do is you could say, well, we've got a pH 6 here, a pH 4 here. If we compare these two, 10 times 10 is 100. So by moving from pH 6 to pH 4, the concentration of hydrogen ions has increased 100 times. So that's what we mean when we're talking about the power of hydrogen. So here we've got a digital pH meter, and it's giving us a reading of 9.18. So what's important here is we can see that pH is measured to 2 decimal places. A digital pH meter gives us much better resolution than the indicator that we normally use in school science. So now we've got an EDEXCEL GCSE question. An acid with a pH of 3 is diluted by a factor of 10. What will the new pH be? So you can pause the video and, using your knowledge, try and work out what that will be. So if you have pH 3, we know that if we drop down the pH scale to pH 2, the concentration of the hydrogen ions increases 10 times. So that would be increasing concentration. But we're told that we're diluting this acid, not increasing its concentration. So that means we've got to move the other way along the pH scale. So we'd be looking at a pH of 4. And that is your answer. We've diluted this by a factor of 10, which means we're moving further up the pH scale. So here's another question for you to have a go at. The most acidic rain recorded in Britain had a pH of 2. How much more acidic is this than normal rainwater with a pH of 5? Okay, so if we've got pH 5, and that's normal rainwater, and we're going to drop down now to pH 2. So we're going from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2. Well, that's times 10 times 10 times 10. So 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000. So what we're saying is, how much more acidic is this? It's 1,000 times more acidic. Okay, so now you know that the pH is a measure of the hydrogen ion concentration.